And we're live. We are live. Hello, everybody. How are you all? I'm hoping it's gone right. Is it working properly? Can you hear me? Can you see me? I hope so. Otherwise, we're in trouble. How are you? Are you all snowed under? We didn't get very much at all, which I'm pleased about. So when you come in, if you can say hi, and then I know that everything is hunky-dory. Otherwise, I'll have to do it all over again, as is what normally happens. So what have you been up to today? The colouring's a bit, I went a bit heavy-handed with the old foundation today because I look like death. I don't look good. So let me see. I cannot see anybody in at the moment. So shall I panic? Or should I just sit here and talk to myself? I'll just talk to myself because I don't think I'm fit to talk to anybody, to be honest. I'm all hither and thither. So let me see. I've got no chats going on. I don't know if this is working. I'm going to write on here to see if it'll start working. Hi all. Right, yeah, well, that seems to be working. Can you hear me though? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Who's been out in the snow? Somebody's been out in the snow. My little friend went out in the snow. Right, now what I'm going to do, because I don't seem to have anyone there, I'm going to see if I can open up something else because I can't see anybody. So I don't know if you can hear me. I don't know whether it's working. YouTube has gone down the pan. No, I don't want to leave site. No, I need to go into there and go into there. Hopefully I won't lose you. I should be live. It should say live. Now, let me see. This is all going horribly well, isn't it? This is all going terribly well. Right, go back onto there, Jan. See if anybody else. I don't want to go live again. Right, live streaming. Let's see what going live. I should be live. I should be live. I don't want to go edit. Yeah, okay, let's come out of that one and see if anyone comes up. Can't seem to see anybody in here until somebody says hello and I say that I'm not talking to myself. It's not been an easy week. Sorry I couldn't come on last week. Those of you that checked out my community tag will see. Hi, Ollie. Can you hear me all right? Hello, hello. Can you hear me all right? I think if... Oh, good. That's good. Right, I'm going to put a little shout out on Twitter. Live now. See if anybody else comes in to say hi. How are you, Ollie? Are you good? Right. So the problem is, I do try and tell people, hi, okay, thank you. I do try and let people know in advance that I'm coming on, but it's not always easy. And then life gets in the way. Like you get a phone call or something, and I think, well, I've told everybody I'm coming on at 9, so I really should be here at 9. And it's now, what, 20 past, so I'm late. So it's my own fault. So anyway, I've put that on Twitter, and I don't really bother going on to Facebook. Nobody knows I'm on Facebook. So that's a waste of time going on there. Nobody bothers to seek me out on Facebook. So, right, let's see what they're saying on Twitter. Okay. Hi, Vanessa. Thanks for coming in. Now, did anyone get notifications? Because I think that's part of the problem. My notifications aren't going where they should be going, guys. So nobody's getting notified, which is a bit annoying. Are you good? So I'm having a look here on Twitter to see, let's see, whether that's gone out. Yeah, I put live now. I mean, if people don't want to come on, then they don't want to come on. No, I didn't even know you were live. If I knew you was, like my phone with a Viber, but no, I didn't. Sorry. I know. Apparently, YouTube aren't giving out the notifications anymore. So can you make sure, if you're subscribed to my channel, that you actually click the notification bell? Because YouTube seem to be doing a funny thing, and I know it's not just me, because I've seen other YouTubers say the same thing, that they're just not, their followers aren't being notified, which is really annoying. So, yeah, that's all I can say, really. And I do try and sort of put it up on, when I'm going live, I do put it up on Twitter. I don't bother much with Insta, to be honest, because I don't think anyone comes over from Insta, do they? So I don't generally, mind you, last week somebody did, but I generally don't put too much of a shout out on Instagram. Oh, they found that plane with that footballer. Wasn't that sad? It's such a sad story. Awful. So, so you can hear me? Yeah, that's good. That's good to know. But you've got your bell on. You've got my bell on, and you've already clicked it on. I just didn't get an old YouTube live vibrating on my phone. Oh, that's a bit annoying, isn't it? Oh, mind you, I didn't go on to my community thing. Should I go onto my community page and tell them that I'm live? Should I do that? Do it while we're on now. Let's see if we can find it. Oh, I've just seen me live. Yeah, I've just seen me live there. Oh, Mary Beth, Mama Beth's live as well. Right, let's see if I. Right, let's go into my community thing and put it on there. Community. I'm good at this. That is strange. Probably an issue with the notifications. Yeah, but I've heard a lot of YouTubers saying the same thing though, Ollie, that people aren't getting notifications. Right, I'm going to put I'm live now on YouTube. No, on YouTube. So if anyone sees that, they can see I'm live. So anyway, how's things? How have you been? What have you been up to? What have you been up to? I'm sorry I couldn't come on last week. Sometimes it can take up to 10 minutes before notifications start popping up. But yeah, I've heard other YouTubers complaining about that too. It's annoying, isn't it? very, very annoying. So what have you guys been up to? What have you been snowed in? Snowed under? Hi Luke, thank you. Yeah, my daughter's doing really well. She's they let her out in 24 hours. God, you have a baby and you're out in 24 hours. It's ridiculous. Anyway, she's out, she's doing well, she's recovering, and yeah, so that's good. That's good. It was a big op that we knew was coming, but it's amazing how quickly it comes, if that makes sense. You sort of think, oh, you know, next year she'll have it done, and then before you know it, she's having it done. So yeah, she's all's well, and thank you very much, Luke, for asking. I do appreciate it. Oh, that's good, Ollie. That's good. It's good if you've got a job that you enjoy, isn't it? I always wish I had a job I enjoyed. Actually, I do enjoy what I do. It's back to art exhibition time for me, so I need to decide which pieces I'm going to put into this year's exhibition. I generally do the same exhibitions, and every year I think, oh, which one shall I have to work out which pieces. Normally I put in about 3 pieces, but I'd quite like to start on a new piece this year rather than put up old stuff again. Yeah, I bet, Ollie. I bet. What course are you doing, Ollie? Are you doing photography? Vanessa, have you been snowed in? We always complain about the snow over here, don't we? But in all honesty, we actually don't get it that bad over here when you compare how they get it in other countries. I mean, Chicago was like minus 30 degrees or something. Horrendous. Can you imagine that? I have a fit if I get in the car and it's -1. I'm like, oh, it's -1. Can you imagine? -30 or even -20. Oh, are you enjoying it, Ollie? Yeah, so I don't know how these people cope. I really don't. I think as a country we're crap at coping. But yeah. So I'm hi Faraya, how are you, darling? I'm sorry I couldn't come on last week. It was all a bit last week, so yeah, I couldn't make it. And I really wanted to get a video out in the week, but I didn't manage to. So you're gonna have to ask me. You can ask me some questions about. Hey, Frog. Thanks for coming in. It's lovely to see you. Yeah, so it's been a sort of a week of facing reality and trying to be strong, which I'm not very good at, and trying to be brave when you've got the bravest daughter in the whole wide world who doesn't need a stupid, weak mother around her. Have that problem. It's been a rough few months. A ton of shady stuff going on with the higher ups and my funding going missing. Ollie, your funding. You should have had that before, shouldn't you? What year are you in? You're in uni? Are you in college? You should have had funding, shouldn't you? Or do you get funding for college? I don't know. I know my son got it for uni. Hi, Frog. Tell us where you're from and tell us what your name is, because I feel bad calling you Frog. Yeah, it's quite hard to sort of come on. It was hard last week, and I was coming on, and then I wasn't, and then I was going to come on, and then I wasn't, and I thought, no, I can't do it. I just can't do it. So, Bogeyman. Oh, Faria, you had a bad cold. No. Or you had a bad week with a bit of a cold, which is the same thing. Oh, you're is now. Don't tell me. Is that TN? Is that Tennessee? Is that Tennessee, Frog? £40,000 worth just vanished. I'm in year 13. The money was supposed to be going to my old secondary school so that they can send a support worker to help. That's awful, Ollie. So where does that leave you then? Yeah, that's not bad, is it, Frog? I'm getting much better with American geography since I've been doing YouTube, because so many people come from different areas and I can normally tell by the last two letters. I don't know who I'm trying to kid. I got that one right, didn't I? So what's the weather been like there, Frog? Frog, are you going to tell me what your real name is? Tammy. It's Tammy. Oh, I'm useless. I really am useless. I'm bad enough at the best of times without being in a stressful time. Now, next week, I'm meant to be all arty-farty, getting my artwork sorted out, deciding, am I going to paint some new bits for my exhibition, or shall I just, you know, exhibit some of my old stuff? I don't know. I think it'll do me good to do some painting. I think it will calm me down a bit. But the problem is, when I moved to this place, I sold my easel. Now, I had a really nice sized easel, but there was no room for it here, so I sold it. So now, when I'm painting, I have to sort of do it on a makeshift. I've got other easels, but they're like desk easels, and I have to sort of stand my piece on there. It's not easy, but there's something that I really want to do, and that is I want to do some more pouring. Does anyone know what pouring is? Because I want to do that, but I can't do that in my lounge because it'll ruin the floor. It'll ruin the carpet. So it's a shame, because I used to have a workshop, but I had to let that go in the end because I wasn't using it for what I should have been using it for. And it was just a waste of money, just wasting money paying for it. So, yeah. So I need to get myself in order. Shall I do a new one? I really want to do a pouring, but it's just going to wreck my garden, isn't it, if I do it out there? Hey, yeah, I am an American expert. Thank you, Faria. What paints do you use, by the way, Jan? It looks like Indian inks. I use mixed media. So I do use acrylics, and I use inks, and I use various mediums, like a gloss medium I like, and I want to start using resin. I've never used resin before, but I really want to start using it because that gives a nice coating over the whole picture. But the other problem I have is, now that I haven't got my my workshop, I've got nowhere to keep my wet paint, my wet paintings, and I've got the cat now, so it's not as if I can leave it on a table and just say, right, everyone keep away from that, because the cat could well jump up onto it. So it's all a bit of a kerfuffle. I don't know what to do, really, because I do need to start doing some more work. Resin paints are great. They are so expensive though. I know. It's not the resin paint I want. It's just the resin fluid. Yeah, the resin fluid. Grr, my internet stinks like in ceramics. Right, what were you saying then? I don't know what you mean. No, I don't really do ceramics. Oh, is she? My mum's going to follow me on Facebook. That would be nice. That would be nice if I had more than 2 followers on Facebook. So, you know, I used to watch a lot of YouTubers that said, keep up the grind, you know, just keep doing it. And I tell you what, it's such a hard grind. It really is. That's lovely, Farai. I'm pleased. You like watercolours the most. £25 a bottle at my local art supplies. Really? Yeah, and the problem also is, Ollie, a lot of these other places that do art stuff, supplies, don't do resin. You know, because I quite often go to the range. They've got a good art supply section, but they don't do resin. They do like gloss mediums and gesso. Is it gesso? Which I haven't used. Gesso is like when you put that onto the canvas and then it hardens and then you get like different textures. I haven't used that yet, but I don't know how I'm going to manage without my workshop anyway. I did ask my daughter whether I could do it round at hers and she said no. I'm so sorry about that. I'm sorry about that, Brandon. Hello, Hazel. How are you? Instagram is what's hopping now. Yes, I do a lot of Instagram. Hand up who follows me on Instagram, because I do a lot on there. I do 3 things on Instagram. I do Jan's Reviews, and that's what it's called. My Instagram is called Jan's Reviews, but I also put a lot of artwork on there as well. And what else? I don't know. Let me show you. If I'm not completely with it, just bear with, because it's so unusual. So unusual for me not to be with it. Right, okay. It's quite hard though, you know, to even get seen on Instagram. Who's got an Instagram account? Watercolours are fun. I like using inks. Inks are good. I like inks the most because they stand out super well on a canvas. When you use inks, Ollie, do you paint first? Do you paint it with something first? Paint the canvas first? I was going to show you my Instagram, wasn't I? I love Instagram. I love it. And sometimes I think, oh, maybe I'll go live on there, but I don't know. I don't know whether I don't think anyone will come on. Barely anyone comes on here. Only the good people come on in here. Yeah. Right, that's my Instagram page. Oh, I'm not going to be able to see it, are you? Hang on a minute. Let's work this out again. Right. Okay, come out of there. Right. That's my Instagram page. Okay, Jan's Reviews. And I do loads of things on it. I love it like that. So I've got some artwork on there, and what I like to do is I like to put a lot of small videos on there, and I put a lot of fun videos on there as well. So if you want to get in touch with me, the best way to get in touch with me is via Instagram, because I'm on it all the time. So this one, we've got me old Pilot Patrick video. Hang on, it's not going to work now. No, I'm still here. So I like to do like silly little videos on there. So that's with Pilot Patrick. Right, but I find more people look at the stories, so I put an awful lot on my stories. Right, okay. I put a lot of work into my stories. Look, I've got all these stories here. We've got a Pilot Patrick one, we've got an art one, we've got food, because I love taking pictures of food, and I do short videos with food. Love it. What's that one? Cheeky, that's just me being silly. YouTube, TBT, throwback, celebrations. They're like family celebrations, like my birthday and the kids' birthdays and the grandkids' birthdays. Another family one, Teespring, summer when I went to France. This is my summer one. Oh no, why have I gone to Teespring? Right, okay. Right, this is my the summer one. Why has it got food on it? Get off. Back in Blighty. That's how I felt when I came back. Has all the summer gone? It's bloody awful. I've just had a meeting in town. Oh God, look at the hair. I've just had a meeting in town, and I'm meant to be meeting the daughter. So come and follow me on Instagram, because I do a lot. I do a lot more on Instagram than I do on Twitter or Facebook. Nobody takes any notice of me on Facebook. Nobody takes any notice of me on Twitter. So I just do my own thing on Instagram. Let's see what you've been putting. Pouring, yes. Yes, Frog. That's where you pour paint onto a canvas, and you put like a, I was going to say emulsifying, but I don't think that's the word. You put like a something in it that makes it really runny, and then but it's got to be like an oil, and you mix the colours, and then you pour it onto the canvas like that, and then it all spills. It's beautiful. Love it. Let's see. The YouTube USA has lots of drama lately. Have you been able to keep up with Peter? Going to the dentist is hilarious. Trisha Paytas and Jason break up again. Okay. Let's talk about that. I personally do not watch a lot of the Americans because I just can't. Trisha Paytas, I saw enough of her when she was in the Big Brother house. I also dipped in and out. If I see something and they're talking about, I think, oh, maybe I'll have a look. I can't stand her. I think she's awful. So I heard last time when she split with the boyfriend. So I guess this is just another publicity stunt, is it? Either way, don't care. Not interested. Not interested in what she does. Right, okay. Yeah, as for the Don, I dipped in the other day and then dipped out very quickly again because I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand it. But I will, because I think it's time I did another Don Mon video. So there was, which one did I dip into? Oh God, I can't remember, but it was just pathetic. And in fact, I think I did write something on it. And yeah, so keep your eyes open. I will do another one. I have to, because apparently he's gone somewhere, isn't he? LA. That'd be nice for him. That'd be nice for them. Jan, this is random, but what colour milk do you use? I have green. I have blue, because I'm a fat so-and-so and I like full fat milk. My daughter has almond milk. I can't be drinking that. She doesn't drink it, but she has it in her coffee and her tea. And yeah, I have drunk skimmed milk, but I prefer the full fat stuff. I don't use Facebook, Instagram. I'm getting ill with. Oh, right. You don't like it. You don't like. I don't use Facebook. I'm getting ill with. I sub Instagram. I like Instagram. Usually, Ollie uses pencil sketch first. Get the basic outlines down, then I'll go over it with ink. Okay. Yeah, but you can't do that on a canvas, can you? You must have to. Do you have to paint it first? What do you paint the canvas with first, Ollie? If I were to do a landscape piece with a background, I'd use acrylics. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'll look for you, Frog, on your Instagram. I started a Teespring campaign the other day. It's a lot of fun to use. It is. Yeah, I've got Teespring as well. Oh, that's nice to know, Frog, that I make you smile. I'm over Peter now. Yeah, we're all over Peter now. Trisha Paytas is very irritating. Trisha Paytas needs somebody to point out where she's going wrong. She doesn't seem to have any support from anybody. And, you know, it's a bit like Gemma Collins. See, we have in England, we have a Trisha Paytas type in Gemma Collins. Now, we saw Gemma Collins' mum last week, so now I can see why she's the way she is. I don't know what Trisha Paytas' parentage is or what her family is. Do they support her? She needs somebody to say to her, this is not the way to go about things. Stop stuffing your face in front of a camera. Who would do that? Where is Sebastian? It's funny you should say that. He's over here. He's looking out the window for more snow, but I told him the snow's gone now and we don't know if we're getting any more back. He's not happy. So, yeah, look, here he is. Look, just so that he's here. So I said to him, I'm sorry, Sebastian, but it looks like the snow's gone for the year. He's not happy, guys. He's not happy. But he stands there all day just looking out the patio doors just to see if it's coming. He's still got his present. Don't know why he's got his present. But he's waiting for another snow day or snow week or something. We had very little snow. But, yeah, no, go over there. No, go there. No, I don't think they want to see you anymore. I don't have Facebook. Oh, your daughter's an artist. So my home has always looked like an art studio. She has it in her soul and needs to get it out. When did you find your gift? What gift, darling? What, that I could paint? I've painted for years and years, actually. Come over here, then. I painted for years. There. Stay there. Yeah. But I started with watercolours. Got runny nose. Thank you, Faraya. Thank your mum. What's your mum's name? Oh, you use almond milk, do you, Frog? Tammy. I can't call you Frog. I love almond coconut oat milk. Oh, that's what my daughter has. Brandon. Zuckerberg. What's Zuckerberg? What is Zuckerberg? Don't like him selling off our personal info. Who's that, Tammy? So who's watched not Strictly? Who's watched the skating this week? And who watched Heifer Lamp fall over last week? Oh my God. See, that's why I was going to come on, because that was so funny last week. But I just couldn't do it, guys. Couldn't do it. Jelly baby. I think she's been kept on because people want to see her plummet to the ground again. That's what I think. Oh, Zuckerberg is the founder, owner of Facebook. But you know, Instagram is actually part of Facebook. Did you know that? Who wants a jelly baby? Ah. Ellen, give her a follow back. All right. Okay, I will do. Now you've got to sit here and listen to me eat. After me slagging off people eating on in front of the camera, what do? Yeah, Sebastian's here. He was out in the snow time. He had a great time. But I keep saying to him, who have you got the present for? He said he's waiting for his girlfriend. I don't know where she is. So he's still got it. Dan Wootton getting his hand of Gemma's fans to vote. Oh, is it? The thing is, as awful as she is, oh, he can stand there. There you are. As awful as she is, there's an awful lot of people that like her. It's a bit like Trisha Paytas, isn't it? People like her, even though she's ghastly. Dan Wootton, is he skating this year? Dan Wootton. I thought he'd retired. What? Only TT he give. I felt sorry after I laughed. What's that, Tammy? I'm lost, darling. Happens all the time. Totally lost, aren't I? What do you mean? No, he's that git who observes people's personal lives on Lorraine. Who? Who does? Dan Wootton. Oh, I'm so behind. Oh, the gif of the girl falling. Yeah, the thing is though, Tammy, if you knew who she was, you'd laugh. And I'll tell you why. Because she's not a very nice person. She's always trying to get people into trouble. She's just horrid. So it's like karma. Yeah, karma. Fall flat on your face. Loads of people were saying that she did it on purpose. I don't think she did it on purpose. Either way, it was bloody good. It was still karma anyway. I was pleased. I was like, oh my God, she's the girl that just keeps giving. And I think that's why they're keeping her in, because they want her to fall over again. No, she didn't move on the ice today. Her partner just bumped to there, did a lot of twirling and did all this and jumping and all the rest of it. And she just stood there. Rubbish. But keep her in till the end. Hopefully she'll fall over again. Give us all a laugh. So who's had snow? Who's still got snow? We've got a tiny little bit. Not much to worry about, but I live down a slope. Where I live, there's like a slope. No bugger's gone out there to like grit it. So I'm having to park on the road. I'm happy. Because the boy's working early tomorrow. So I'll be out there early, and I just don't fancy being out there when it's -5. Trying to get my car out. Hey, what do you think? The thing is, Faraya, you are always going to get people that make fun of her weight. I call myself fat. So if I think somebody's fat, then I'll say they're fat as well. I might be unpolitically correct. maybe I am, but she is a lump. There's no denying it. And I don't go with all this politically correctness rubbish. I call myself that. If I was on there and watching myself, I'd think, right, I'm a right lump. Why can't we say that? That's fine. If she wasn't such an obnoxious, just horrible individual, then people wouldn't make fun of her. But because she is that way, then that's why they make fun of her, I think, because she's just a horrible, nasty, full of herself, spoils every program she goes on. She went into I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. She didn't even last 24 hours in there. Why is she getting paid to go on all these programs? It's not fair. She's ruining it. It's not fair. Right. We do. Hi, Liz. We do in Detroit, USA. Detroit, that's near Chicago, isn't it? And last few days, our temperatures were colder than the South Pole. Oh, horrid weather. That's where you need to go. You need to go to Detroit. How much will it cost for me to send him to Detroit? Yeah, and on Big Brother, she didn't do the tasks either. The other thing that has really annoyed me, actually, and I very nearly put it on Twitter, was why do the judges talk to her as if she's a 5-year-old? She's not 5. She's a woman in her 30s. You watch it. They talk to her as if she is 5. Why? Everyone's scared of her. I wouldn't be blooming scared of her. Yeah, I am as well, Tammy. You went to see the Strictly tour, Brandon. What was it like? Tell me about it. I'm not PC at all. I'm sorry, I'm not. Parcel post. Oh, he doesn't want to go in a parcel, does he? He wants to sit next to somebody on the flight, don't you? Yeah, he said he'd like to sit next to another snowman. What? Oh, snow lady. He wants to sit next to a snow lady. What do you think the chances are? Him on the plane. 2 little snowmen on the plane. Yeah, I will. I'll give him plenty of carrots. Yeah, just in case. Because what we do is, what you don't realise is, people think snowmen need carrots for their noses, but it's not just that. They eat them. They're a bit like donkeys. They've got the same constitution as donkeys and horses. I've got an upset tummy, you know, guys. Just thought I'd share that with you. It was great. The experience felt so surreal too. It was my first time, even though I've wanted to go since 2012. Wow, that's amazing. Where did you go? Was it in Manchester? Liz, you've been in negative weather, right? What sort of weather have you had, Liz? The south of Britain is cold, but no snow. It did one night, then it was gone the next one. Yes, I know. Hi, Vanessa. Yes, I know. Because I'm sort of in the south. I'm sort of in the middle, really. Just a bit down from the south. Just a bit down from the middle. East Anglia, I think we're called. Minus 35 degrees. Oh, my God. Can you imagine? Oh, I would think he'd need plenty of marshmallows and whipped cream. Who are we talking about? Don Mon or Sebastian? Because Sebastian is quite a hunk in the snowman world, you know. He was so excited. He woke me up. What time was it? 4 o'clock the other morning. just to tell me it was snowing outside. He was beside himself. He didn't know what to do with himself. It's snowing, Mum, it's snowing, he was saying. Oh, God, I tried to go back to sleep. He wouldn't have it, jumping all over me on the bed, weren't you? So I just opened the back door and just let him go out. And he was out there throwing snowballs, making snowballs. He made a little family for himself, made some friends. Yeah, I like to stay in and stay safe as well. I don't like it. I get all panicky. Because one year I did go over in the snow and it wasn't pleasant. Excuse me. It wasn't pleasant for anyone concerned. Especially me. I'd gone over, you know when you've got like a curb and then you've got like a road? Well, I'd sort of gone halfway over and went down like, well, I don't know. The world shook. So embarrassing and very, very painful. And it's frightened me. Ever since I don't want to go out in the snow. It frightened me. I don't want the snow to last another day. Sheffield, because the seats that were left were awful at Manchester, even though I only live 20 minutes away from them. Oh, that's annoying, isn't it? Well, we were quite lucky. We had the worst of the snow. What night was it? When my daughter went into hospital. And I thought, oh, my God, how am I going to go and visit her? Well, by the next day, it was mainly gone. It's just like the little side roads. Well, as long as you can stick to the main roads, then you're all right, aren't you? So, yeah, it is dangerous weather. I don't like it at all. Yeah, I don't like it. And I think the older you get, the more scared of it you get. Yeah, I'm quite happy to hibernate. Quite happy. He's quite happy because if I'm here, then I can open the door and he can go out and play in it, can't you? Whereas if I'm not here, I don't like to leave him out there just in case he freezes. So I always make him come in. That made a lot of sense, didn't it? That made an awful lot of sense. So are we expecting any more, guys? Yes, Brandon, EastEnders is dull. It's so dull. And why did they bring Sharon back? We don't want Sharon back. Oh, God. We don't want her back. I've got a cold. I got it off the granddaughter. She had this blooming hacking cough last week. So guess who's got the sniffles? Me. Doesn't help that I actually did put a bit of makeup on today. Oh, never mind. Keanu's so petulant and stupid too. I know, he needs to move on. Hit the like button, people. Yes, please hit the like button for me. If you like me. If not for me, for Sebastian. Hit the like button for Sebastian. It is dangerous weather, and I don't trust other people in it. Oh, and guess what they're doing this week? Just to make my life just that little bit harder, they're going to be digging up my road. So I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get home in the car or not. Oh, everything's going wrong. Everything. I'm hoping to get my hair done this week. I think I'm going for red again because I like the red. They do all different colours. They do like a purple, but it's a dark purple, and it just makes my hair, all of it, look really dark. So I think I'm going for the same. I'm going to have red, and I'm going to have a bit of white, blonde in it as well. Oh, I love one fell out the other day. So, if you look carefully, you'll see there's some red in there as well. So it sort of all blends in. So I want to have that done this week if I can find the time. I've got so much running around to do this week, guys. I don't know what I'm going to do. So, and obviously I have to pick the kids up from school and oh, yeah, never mind, we'll manage. Yes, it's awful and it will get better as two fantastic characters are returning. Who's returning? Who's coming back? I bet it's nobody I like. Who's coming back? Oh, your laugh, guys. Last night when I was working on the computer, all of a sudden my seat just went. I ended up with my chin on the desk. Wouldn't it have been funny if it happened now? No, it wouldn't. Lola and Ben. Is Ben coming back? Oh, wow. Are they a couple? Didn't Lola have Ben's baby? I heard Mary and Lofty are coming back for Dr. Legg's funeral. Oh, really? God. I don't know why they brought Dr. Legg back. Hi, Ria. How are you? Thanks for popping in. Good grief, says Tammy. Why are you good griefing, Tammy? I'm surprised I've managed this long, guys, because what, my throat and my nose. Sean Slater is coming back. I love Sean, so I'm excited. Ben is a recast. Mary and Lofty and Lola. I'm not sure about those ones coming back. That's all right, Ria. That's all right, darling. I'm just glad that you... Did you get a notification then, Ria? Because nobody else seems to be getting notifications. Did you get one? Who's watching Hunted? I love Hunted. No, but my laptop was off. Oh, that would be that then. Jan, do I watch any other soaps? No, I don't. I used to. Back in the day, I hate that saying, and yet I find myself saying it all the time. Back in the day, I used to watch Corrie, but then I went right off it. Oh, and there was a time when I used to watch Hollyoaks. That was years ago as well. One that I have never, ever watched is Emmerdale. I've never watched that. And what else? And years and years ago, when my kids were younger, I used to watch Neighbours and Home and Away. I don't know if that's still on. Where are you from, Ria? Do you think they will get caught, the two girls? What two girls? Oh, what, in Hunted? The two girls. They got caught, the two girls. You mean the nurses? They got caught, Tam. Didn't they? No, I didn't see that one, Ria. I haven't watched Neighbours for absolutely years. But I do know who Jim Robinson is. Right. I hope Sean's return will open the door for more Stacey drama. Yeah, I like Stacey, but I'm not sure if I like Stacey with Martin. I think Martin's too dull. What are we thinking of? The name flashed through me then. It went, and I didn't catch it. And the guy who worked, Ray. No, not Ray. Jay. What do you think of, what's her name? Lucy, is it? And Jay. Please, somebody write it down. Put me out of my misery. I don't remember 2 minutes past fibro, fog heavy. Oh, I'm on the Isle of where you got your first snow. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. That was such a long time ago. Yeah. Oh, my God. And you know the song that was on the radio then, Ria? It was Lean on Me When You're Not Strong and I'll Be Your Friend. And I used to sit in the car with this guy, and I was really nervous because I knew he was going to lean forward for a smackaroni. And I was so nervous. Yeah. Just thought I'd share that with you guys. I watched Hollyoaks. I enjoyed it, but I don't watch it anymore. Yeah, I don't watch it. The other two last episode. What? In Hunted? The girls got caught, didn't they? Didn't the girls get caught? I thought they got caught. There's one girl who hasn't got caught. But, I mean, if you're on the run, the last thing you want to do is draw attention to yourself by sitting down by the side of the road and crying your eyes out. People are going to know. I mean, what a stupid thing to do. At least go behind a hedge and cry. Why sit by the side of the road and cry? You used to sing that in a gospel choir. That's a nice song. How's the dating going? I ain't dating. I can't be bothered with it. Men irritate me. I don't get on with men. And I don't find women sexually attractive, so I've sort of had it, really. Used to see that. Ruby, yeah. Stacey's my favourite character, probably. Yeah, I think she's a very good actress. Tam. Asking me about the dating. You're a very naughty boy. Asking me about dating. Maybe in the summer. Shall I? How old were you when you had your first snog? Oh my God. I don't know. I wasn't really interested in boys when I was in my teens or in my young teens. I just liked to play football. I was like, because, you know, I was brought up in care, and in the home, we had there was a place, like a village, and it had lots of homes around it, and we had our own fields. So we had our own football pitches. So I used to go and play football. I was good. I loved football. Still do. Still love it. Still love the football. I used to support Chelsea. Oh my God, I lived and died for Chelsea. The other day, my grandson, out of all my kids, all my grandkids, one of my grandsons has been bitten by the football fever, and I love it because we can sit down and we can talk football. There's not much he doesn't know about it, even though he's only 6. So the other day, I was teaching him football songs. He was amazed that I knew them. So I told him about the Chelsea one, which is blue is the colour, football is the game, we're all together and winning is our aim. So cheer us on through the wind and rain, because Chelsea is our name. That was years old. He was quite impressed, actually. So I taught him that, and then I made him Google it so that, I knew he said Bluetooth. I'm not with it. Anyway, I made him YouTube it so that he could hear it. He loved it. So then I sang a couple of the England ones for him as well. And the West Ham. Did you know Arsenal haven't got a team football song? Did you know that? Even though they're known as the Gooners, they haven't got a football song. West Ham have got I'm Forever Blowing Bubbles, and Liverpool have got You Never Walk Alone. That's the best one, really. Even though I was never a Liverpool supporter. That is the best one. Never liked football personally. Love it, love it, love it. Spurs are on their way to Wembley. Tottenham's going to do it again. As if. I'll tell you something, Rhea. When I was in my teens, what was I? 11, 12, 13, something like that. In the home, we had, what are they called, season tickets to go to see Tottenham every week. We used to go to Tottenham's home games. So even though I supported Chelsea, I loved the game so much, I would go every week. We used to go in a minibus to go down to White Hart Lane and support the other team, because I never used to support Tottenham. I supported Chelsea. Loved it. Loved it. Yeah. Oh, once I nearly got crushed because back in the day, you used to have stands, right? So you had the stands, but you had like, what do they call it? Bars? What do they call that? There's like a bars in between certain. You'd have like a stepped, and then you'd have like a big sort of barrier, but it was hollow, so it was just like the metal. I'm just not very good at describing it, am I? And you had a few of them dotted around, and that was obviously to prevent crowd surgence. The worst place to be when the crowd started surging was next to one of these barriers, because then you would have the life squeezed out of you as the crowd came onto you. I nearly died. I nearly died more than once, let it be said. Once I nearly died as we were coming out, and we went through this bottleneck, and bear in mind, I was skinny. I was like that as a child and as a teen, because I was into sports and everything. There was nothing of me, and I nearly died. And I think that's put me off crowds for life. If I'm honest, I don't like crowds, and it's probably so that I ended up with bruised ribs because I was crushed against the barrier. Not nice. Not nice. Very scary. But I don't think they can do that nowadays, because I think nowadays everyone gets a seat. But my son's really got into football. My grandson's, my other son likes football, but he's more into sort of management. He's got that game. If any of you guys heard of Football Manager or something, he loves it, plays it all the time. But not as mad as I was. I really was quite mad on football. I was. I still like it. I watch the games, but I don't support anybody because he supports Arsenal, and my son-in-law, both my son-in-laws support Arsenal. So, and the Chelsea that I used to support isn't around anymore, and football's changed a lot since I liked it. So, yeah, there's no sort of loyalty there anymore. I mean, back in the day, there's no way you'd have one player. You wouldn't have a player from Arsenal being transferred to, you know, their rival team, Tottenham. You wouldn't have that. But nowadays, they just do it. It doesn't seem to matter to them. Jay and Ruby are lovely together. Yeah, I like them together. Am I watching TGT? What? TGD? I've watched it. I'm not enjoying it, to be honest. I don't like Cheryl Cole, and Alicia gets on my wick. I don't see the point in having the other guy that's there with Alicia. And so, yeah, I had it on the other day, but I'm not really into it. Super Bowl Sunday today, big football thing. Yeah. Is it my son that likes it? I think one of my sons quite likes that. I love the song You'll Never Walk Alone. Yes. But from the musical Carousel. Do they sing it on Carousel? When the Saints go marching in. Whose song is that? Is that Southampton? Tam. Jan, I'm glad they broke up Cush and Denise. Denise is my middle name. Oh, hi. Oh, hi, Brooke. How is my daughter? She is a superstar and she's doing really well. Thank you. And thank you for asking. Yeah, she's doing good. They let her out within 24 hours. Can't believe it. But she's good. But I do feel she tries to be brave for me because I'm hopeless. I'm just rubbish. But she's brilliant. She's just wonderful. So, yeah, she's doing really well. Told you, Tam. Southampton. How good am I? Yay. You're making dips. Jan, what's Favourite daytime TV programme? I like Loose Women and Judge Rinder and Jeremy Kyle, even though everyone hates it. My son likes Jeremy Kyle. I can't stand it. I can watch like a couple of minutes of it and then I'm like, oh. I love the Rinder because obviously I've been on it. Not as a crim, as a friend. Because me and Rob were like that. Yeah. He still owes me a lunch, by the way. I'm going to have words with him. But he's so blooming busy at the moment. Hi, Deirdre. Is it Deirdre? That's a nice name. Deirdre. How am I doing? Hi, Super Mario. I'm okay. I'm all right. Yeah, I'm all right. Favourites, food, cooking, place to eat out, perfumes. Oh, have I got to go through all that? Have I, Luke? Favourites. My favourite food is a roast dinner. Favourite cooking is a roast dinner. Place to eat out. I like Wagamama's, but I also like posh restaurants like the Savoy and the Ivy, which is where I went with Rob. I'm a bit of a food snob. Do you know, I say I'm a food snob, I'm not really. Because when I go to these posh restaurants, I'm always disappointed with the food because it's like half the size that you normally get. And I had shepherd's pie in the Ivy, which is meant to be really famous. I've got a red nose now, haven't I? Which is meant to be really famous. You know, they're famous. Shepherd's pie is that size, guys. But it's like that. So it's like that. I was like, you sure? So that's the answer to that one. I like eating out. I eat out a lot. Candles, yes, love candles, but I can't eat a whole one. Yeah, love candles. Perfumed candles, I like. Plants, gardening, yes, love that. I'm not very good at gardening though, because I've got this thing. It's stupid because I'm an artist and I do get paint over me, and I have been trying to work on it. I'm not too bad now. I've got better, but I don't like my hands getting dirty. I hate it when I've got things on my hands. I'm not too bad with the paint now, but if I'm in the garden, I have to wear gloves because I hate, and because I've got long nails, I hate it if it goes in there. So, but I do like gardening, as long as there's no worms. The song that Liverpool FC used was stolen from. Was it? No, it wasn't. It was stolen from the musical Carousel. No, Jerry and the Pacemaker sang that. Did they take it from that? From that film, Ria? When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high. That one, did that? Jerry and the Pacemakers sang that. Or they sang Ferry Across the Mersey, didn't they? What happened to my daughter? Oh, she had an operation, Tam. Yeah. Carousel by Rodgers and Hammerstein. No. Oh. Wait, have you actually been on it? Yes, I have been on it, Faraya, in the audience. Was it shepherd's pie lamb or cottage pie beef? Shepherd's pie lamb. It was, Ria. Ria, no, please check the film out. Wow. I thought I'd seen Carousel. So Rodgers and Hammerstein wrote it. Did they? Doesn't sound like a Rodgers and Hammerstein. Oh, well, what they do for I is they split it up. So I saw 3 different cases. So they've sort of split it up a bit, but it was how long ago? 2 years ago. They sang it but didn't compose it. I have learnt something today and I like that. I love learning things. I'm going to Google it. Not that I disbelieve you, because I do believe you, darling, but I need to check this out for myself. Oh, so who wrote, I'm going to put, who wrote Come on, hurry up. Who? Oh. You'll never walk alone. Who wrote You'll Never Walk Alone? Oscar Hammerstein. Wow! I wonder if my son knows that. Yeah, Rodgers and Hammerstein. My son has got a 2-1 in wow, that's really surprised me. My son's got a 2-1 in degree in music, contemporary music. So we're always talking music. I'm going to ask him if he knows, but I'll ask him when he's here because otherwise he'll Google it. So I'll ask him when he comes. Right, have you actually been? Yeah. What was the date, Jan, and what were the cases? Oh my God, I can't remember. I can't remember. Anyway, you don't see that much of me because although I was in the front seat, I was behind the prosecutor, the ones who were prosecuting. So you only sort of catch a glimpse of me. You see more of my son actually because he's next to me. Shirley Jones was in the film. That's David Cassidy's mum or stepmom. Is it? Shirley Jones. That's interesting. I like learning new things. They sang it but didn't compose it. Well, I have learned something tonight thanks to my pal Ria. So guys, I'm going to head off now and I'm going to say thank you so much for keeping me company because it gets a bit lonely when it's just him and me and he only comes out when it's snowing anyway. It's not really much of a friend. So it's great that you've come. I will endeavour to come back again next Sunday. There shouldn't be any reason why not. I should be here. You guys have helped me. You've helped me. Come on, chat, which is a good thing because I didn't feel like doing it. When things are going on, it's difficult to cut them out of your mind. I'm not very good at doing that, but I've realised that this is a good thing to do. And you guys are so lovely. You've been so lovely to me. You know what's been going on and it's shit, but it's okay. She's getting better. I'm going to sneeze. Hang on. Excuse me. Anyway, it's been lovely to have a chat with you. Please try and follow me on Instagram because I put lots of silly little things up there. And as I say, it's easier to chat to me. I forget I put things on my community page on YouTube and then I forget to go back and have a look. So if you ever want to chat to me, you can either DM me on Twitter or come over to Instagram because I have a good old giggle over there and it's much more instant. So you all take care of yourselves. It's a rotten old world. If there's snow out there, please be very, very careful. Don't be a heffalump like I am and take care of yourselves out there. Love you lots.